Whoopi Goldberg is a name that resonates with many of us, whether it's from her unforgettable roles in Ghost, Sister Act, or The Color Purple. She's an actress, comedian, producer, and an advocate who has not only broken barriers, but shaped the landscape of Hollywood. Yet behind the shining smile and the accolades, there's a story of resilience, struggle, and deep personal pain. Whoopi's journey is not just one of fame, but one that shows the strength of the human spirit in the face of adversity. In this story, we explore the challenges Whoopi Goldberg faced before she became the celebrated figure she is today, and how her journey continues to inspire. A humble beginning, Whoopi's early life born. Karen Elaine Johnson on November 13, 1955, Whoopi Goldberg's early life was far from glamorous. Growing up in the Chelsea Elliott housing projects of Manhattan, she faced poverty from a young age. Her father left when she was young, and her mother, Emma, worked tirelessly as a nurse and teacher to make ends meet. Whoopi's early years were marked by scarcity, not just financially, but emotionally as well. Despite her mother's best efforts, affection and support were hard to come by. At school, she struggled with learning difficulties that were later diagnosed as dyslexia. Her teachers and classmates, however, labeled her as slow or stupid, leaving scars that would take years to heal. The struggles of youth, rejection, and escape. Whoopi's early experiences set the stage for a turbulent adolescence. At just 14, she became pregnant, a traumatic experience that would leave deep emotional wounds. She attempted dangerous remedies to terminate the pregnancy, which nearly cost her life. A year later, at 15, she became pregnant again. With the law changing, she was able to access safe medical care, but the experience haunted her for years. This pain, coupled with struggles at school and a lack of support, led Whoopi down a dark path of addiction. She experimented with drugs, including heroin and LSD, as a way to escape the overwhelming sadness. But addiction didn't provide the relief she sought. Instead, it pushed her further into despair. Still, through it all, Whoopi kept fighting. The road to recovery. Whoopi's determination. After several failed attempts, Whoopi finally found the strength to get clean. She learned that escape could never heal her, but courage could. This lesson stayed with her as she moved forward in life, constantly striving to build something better. Leaving New York for California, she worked a variety of jobs, from waiting tables to working in a funeral home. She even taught acting classes to make ends meet. It was during this time that Whoopi began to find her voice, teaching others like Courtney Love, who would later become famous. Despite the hardships, Whoopi's desire to act never wavered, and she eventually gained the opportunity to perform in a one-woman show in 1983. This show would change her life forever. The one-woman show, Whoopi's breakthrough. In 1983, Whoopi Goldberg created a one-woman show that showcased her raw talent, humor, and vulnerability. The show combined comedy with moments of deep emotional honesty, leaving audiences captivated. Broadway came calling, and Whoopi performed 156 sold-out shows. The physical toll of constant performances wore on her body, but she pushed through, driven by the need to make it. Her show caught the attention of Steven Spielberg, who cast her in The Color Purple in 1985. The role was transformative, and Whoopi poured her heart into it, drawing from the pain and trauma of her own life. The Color Purple earned 11 Oscar nominations, and Whoopi was nominated for Best Actress. For the first time, Whoopi began to believe she truly belonged in the world of Hollywood. Facing adversity, Whoopi's advocacy and challenges. As Whoopi's career flourished, she became an outspoken advocate for women's rights and social justice. However, her outspoken nature also led to public controversies. On The View, she tackled sensitive topics, which sometimes led to backlash. Her comments on figures like Michael Vick, Roman Polanski, and Bill Cosby sparked heated debates. She was often labeled both as fearless and as insensitive, but through it all, she remained committed to speaking her truth. Despite the fierce criticism she faced, Whoopi continued to show up each day. Her unyielding courage to stay true to herself, even when it wasn't popular, made her a trailblazer in the entertainment world. Personal struggles, marriage, and relationships. Whoopi's romantic life has also been filled with struggles and heartbreak. She married cinematographer David Clausen in 1986, but the marriage ended in divorce just 2 years later. She married Lyle Trachtenberg in 1994, but that union also dissolved within a year. After multiple failed marriages, Whoopi admitted that she never really wanted to be married in the first place. She had done it because she thought it was what she was supposed to do. Eventually, Whoopi realized that sometimes the bravest thing she could do was choose herself. Her relationship with Ted Danson in the early 1990s made headlines and sparked controversy, especially after a public incident at a roast meant to honor Whoopi. It was a painful lesson in the fragility of love under the spotlight, the loss of her mother and brother, grief and resilience. The death of her mother, Emma, in 2010 was a devastating blow for Whoopi. Her mother had been her protector, her anchor, and the one person Whoopi could always count on. Losing Emma left a void that Whoopi struggled to fill. Then, in 2015, Whoopi's younger brother Clyde passed away. He was the last living witness to her childhood, the only person who truly understood the girl she once was. The loss of both her mother and brother within a short span of time was a heavy emotional burden that Whoopi still carries today. Health struggles, a brush with death. In 2018, Whoopi's life was nearly cut short when she was diagnosed with pneumonia. Her condition quickly worsened, and doctors gave her a 30% chance of survival. For 6 weeks, Whoopi was bedridden, fighting for her life. During that time, her health deteriorated and she faced the very real prospect of death. When she finally returned to the view, thinner and weaker but alive, the standing ovation she received wasn't just for her return to television, it was for her survival. The experience deeply changed Whoopi, reminding her of the preciousness of life. A legacy of strength and compassion. Now, at 70 years old, Whoopi Goldberg is a living testament to the power of perseverance. Her legacy is not just built on her groundbreaking roles or her many accolades. It's shaped by the raw honesty with which she has lived her life. From the painful scars of her childhood to her struggles with addiction, health, and personal loss, Whoopi has faced it all. She's battled through everything that life has thrown her way, emerging not just as a survivor, but as a voice for those who feel unheard. Today, Whoopi continues to inspire, whether through her work on The View, her acting projects, or her advocacy for women's rights and social justice. Her story serves as a reminder that true greatness is not just about success, but about resilience, authenticity, and the ability to rise again and again, no matter the challenges.